Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So, quick little break, but let's dig into it because we have a really interesting fact or stat that I don't think a lot of people know about. So, for those of you who don't know, Zion's having a really good season. I'm going to say good because his team's not in the playoffs currently, so I can't call it great. But individually speaking, he's performing. So, there's this stat that was brought to my attention on NBA Reddit, and they're basically saying that Zion is the second player in NBA history to average a minimum of 25 points per game and average 60% field goal throughout the season. Now, personally, I found this a little surprising because I thought that a lot of other guys would have been in this category. Like I thought Hakeem, David Robinson, Shaq.
There's messed up jumpers though.
Yeah, but
That's for
oh
sure.
yeah, true, true. But Shaq wasn't taking jumpers. I thought Shaq was
Nah,
finishing
not
everything.
Shaq.
But yeah, this is just interesting because like I think right now, like obviously the rookie season was cut short, but a lot of people were like not as high as Zion, saying that he wasn't really living up to his potential from what they had seen at Duke. And this season, the perception has kind of changed, right? So, how do you guys feel about just Zion generally and that stat? Because it's interesting. Like honestly, like that's a short list of people to beat there, and honestly, 60% FG is nothing to laugh about. So, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I think, I think he's getting towards the lines where we can talk about him as an elite scorer. Because to put up 26 a game on 60% field goal shooting is insane. That means we know he's not shooting much, so that means he goes to the bucket. If he goes to the net, it's a foul or a bucket. One of the two. One of the two options. And there's not too many mans in the league like that. As of based on that stat, there's no one in the league like that. And
Mm-hmm.
we can pick and choose. We can pick, nitpick on the faults, but when a man's playing this well, you kind of just have to give it up still. If he can continue to get better upon this and he continue to round out his game and get better, because right now his offense looks to be good, right? He can score. And the way he's doing it, he's gonna be able to score for the next couple of years, right? And how are we gonna see him progress? I don't know. But as of right now, he's playing well and he's kind of over exceeding what I had for him this year. Being that efficient is nuts, and he's getting better at the line, and it's something to look forward to from the Pelicans.
Point Zion is a real thing. It's alive and well, and I like how they're using him. And like he's bringing up the ball, and they have him in the JJ Redick pick and rolls where you have a decision to make. If both mans come out on him, you're leaving the man like JJ Redick wide open. And if you don't come out on him, properly, he's going to be in the basket. And sometimes even if you do come out on him and you're still in front of him, he'll go through you and he's going to the basket. So that whole point thing, I heard the coach talk about it, saying that they want to explore it more, but it's up to him to get in physical shape in order to actually do that throughout games for 82 games consistently. Right now, he's saying that they have to use it in spurts. But when it pertains to him in the scoring, it's a revelation, honestly. Like I was watching a Utah game, and I would have thought that Rudy Gobert would be one of those guys in the league that can neutralize a guy like Zion just because of how long he is paused and what he does. His name, he makes his money off of the defensive end. And when I tell you Zion goes right through the guy, fam, I'm talking about like literally puts that big guy in the basket every time, every single time. And I'm saying, well, so who's the matchup for Zion then? Because if I can't just put a long guy on you, pause again. If you're gonna dirty that guy, then I don't know who I'm putting on you. Because there's obviously nobody else in the league with your type of body that can say I'm gonna go girth for girth. Big pause. You see what I'm saying? So,
He lined that one up still. He lined that one up.
but
Yeah.
there ain't nobody like him, fam. So like, it's one of those where, yo, how long do we got it for? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he a minute man? Nah, I'm getting out of hand. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna take this man off the mic still. Yo, I think I think yo, Rob's goals.
Yo, all I'm saying is this: like, obviously, 25 points per game on 60% FG is nothing to laughable. But my thing is this: is like, I think there's a trend in the NBA where people get good, they have like a breakout season, and the league catches up. new game plans, new schemes. And I'm not saying that Zion is like a guy that obviously you can game plan for, because we've seen teams try and do stuff and it's not really effective. But I think it's going to come a point in time where he's going to have to evolve his game. Because if you watch it right now, yeah, he brings the ball up, but majority of his scoring comes from they dumping it into the post with him, quick turnaround to the basket, turnaround lob. It's really quick plays. Like he's not really getting a lot of action where he actually is able to just size up and do what he needs to do. And when he does that, he's effective as well. But I think the problem is like now when the league catches up in like a year's time, he's gonna have to be able to incorporate some other elements in his game if he wants to maintain this. Obviously, it's not efficiency, but maintain this level of play in terms of scoring and semi-efficiency. So, I'm gonna give him his flowers where he's due, because it's no small feat to be doing that, especially on 60% FG. But I just wonder what's the next step for Zion. Like, what are you gonna do to evolve his game? Because the 3-point isn't there yet, and I don't know if it ever will be there, right? But like, for instance, like a guy like Giannis took it.
You can dash for the three.
Yeah, but like a guy like Giannis never got the three, but he was able to evolve his game to the point where he's still able to go there and drop 27 plus and not bad at 9. Like, you know what I mean? So what's the next step for Zion once teams kind of figure out what's going on, right? Because they will figure it out. Like they'll build the wall, they'll do whatever, they'll double, they'll figure it out. So yeah, I need to see what's next in the game, even if it's just a little running floater game, you know, a little mid range game, something. But you can't just keep going to them every time, because eventually they're gonna figure it out eventually.
Yeah, the adjustment's coming. I don't think it's going to be this year, but by next season they're going to figure out a way to stop him from getting to the basket as much as he has been. We saw it happen to Pascal. Like this year, they cut down his ability to get to the rim by like half, and we started blaming Pascal. When in reality, like teams just realize you can't let this guy get to the basket, and they're going to do the same thing for Zion. A team can't go into a game saying I'm gonna let a man drop 25 on my head on 60% shooting, and he's not even, and I'm not going to do anything about it. They're going to send multiple players. So it's not going to be one Rudy Gobert. It's going to be two forwards with enough size, again, pause, to try and keep him out of the lane. And how is he going to adapt to that? Is he going to be able to find the counter moves to still, make it work? Is he going to be able to hit open shooters and play make in that sense? Or is he going to get a game that can evolve outside of the restricted line? I don't know.
Can he pass out the double team? That's a real question.
Yo, but the thing is about that question.
He's a good passer.
The thing is about that question. There's like 2 mans in the NBA that can do that. That's why I don't like when mans ask that question like it's something that's normal. Like Chris has been asking for Embiid to be able to do that for like 3 years now, and
ever
mans can't do that
for 4 years now.
The only man I can think of in the league that will get double teamed and can't pass out of it is Jokic. Any other man that can pass out of it, I don't even think they're double teamed, because Anthony Davis isn't that great either. He's better than most. I probably say he's probably better than Embiid, but he's not great at passing with double team. It's hard to do. These men aren't used to making reads like that. So he's a bit smaller, so he should have more skill to be able to do it, but not very few can still.
Why I don't agree with the league is just going to adjust with him, because yeah, they're going to make adjustments, but will those adjustments amount to anything is what I'm saying. Like, for example, right? He's not like Siakam, to where Siakam isn't necessarily a freak in any sense of the word. So you can make adjustments for those guys. But when a man is just a freak of nature, there's really nothing you can actually do to adjust to him. Like a Giannis. Like, you can adjust to Giannis. Giannis leads the league in charges every year. You know what I'm saying? Offensive fouls every single year. That's you building a wall. That's you adjusting. But what he also does is he drops his 30 every night. So it's like, can Zion be the same type of way where maybe they make it harder for him, but the numbers are still the numbers because he is Zion Williamson. And as long as his motor is high, he's going to get those numbers regardless of whatever the defense presents to him.
But that's what I was saying about like the counter moves and being able to figure out how to still score within that area when they do send the adjustments. Because as you said, mans have tried to make adjustments against Giannis, but he's figured out ways to say, "Fuck that, I'm getting my numbers inside this paint regardless." And I think that's going to be the part we have to figure out, like, can he do that? Because right now, the way I see Zion, it's drive to the basket, 2-foot takeoff. I'm hitting you, and I'm finishing this. Right? I think we see a bit more from Giannis, and I expect Zion to develop a bit more. But again, he's going to have to at some point. Is what I'm saying.
I just want to know how fast it comes, because it could wait.
Those adjustments are coming, so I hear you still.
Yo, the thing about it is because, like, again, like we always say this, that like, yeah, the league is evolving. We're getting different types of players. We're getting players we've never seen before. But the problem is like, Zion, it's not one of those situations where it's like he's doing a lot. He's playing simple basketball. It's just that he's overpowering you. Giannis is different because Giannis is a 7-footer that will take you at the top of the key and just drive down, Euro step, whatever. We haven't really seen that before. Zion's not doing anything new.
Stuff it down your throat, a line.
Nah, yo, take this man's mic off of it. What'd you wake up on this morning, bro? Get out of here. But no, in all seriousness, like I feel like it's one of those situations where it's like,
Inferno boys.
yeah, it's not that he's doing anything different. He's playing simple basketball. It's just that he's overpowering and stronger than man. So it's not going to be hard for people to figure out what to do to stop him, right? Because it's simple basketball. So can he adjust? Like that's really what I'm concerned about, because like I want to say that you can do this moving forward, but the reality is that you're not. This is the most competitive league on earth. Like if they can't adjust, then like what are we really talking about? It's the NBA. Like, you know what I mean? Every season you come in with a different element added to the game.
Fam, I'm surprised they haven't done anything yet. Because yo, if you're looking at the scouting report and a man's coming in and giving you 60% from the field, putting up that type of efficiency, you gotta do something. I gotta double him anytime he gets the ball. I think they do a good job of getting him the ball on the run. Right? When he gets the ball, he's already moving, so it's hard to send that double team. It's hard to send that.
He ain't doing nothing.
It's hard to send
that second man's bouncing off of that.
It's hard when he's already moving. Like it's hard for that second man to even get there before he's at the rim. So I think that's what they're doing a good job of doing, and I can see that working. But again, it's something I've never seen before. So like, is it a gimmick or is it something that's real that they can't figure out? So I don't know. We'll see. But as we said, like, he's playing amazing, and all-star in your second year. He probably would have been an all-star first year if he was healthy, but you know that's a great start to your resume still.